This video didn't land in front of you by coincidence. It's surfaced in your space on your feed at this exact second because you've entered the final stage of your alignment. This isn't an algorithm. This is a quantum transmission. Its arrival is a destined marker in your timeline, confirming that you are prepared. The very title, appearing right before everything shifts for you, is not bait. It is an energetic declaration. You've been sending a question into the quantum field, and this is the echo, the response delivered in the language of your present reality. This isn't fantasy. It isn't a feel-good phrase. It rests on a strict principle of physics. Phase locking. Picture two vocalists in an enormous hall trying to strike the same powerful tone. At first, their voices are separate, slightly misaligned, creating a tangled sound. But as they listen, and as their intention to harmonize strengthens, their waves begin to sync. They slip into constructive interference. Suddenly, one unified, room-shaking note rises. A resonance so strong it feels like the air itself has turned solid. That is phase locking. It is the rule that says two distinct vibrational patterns, when kept close with coherent intention, must eventually merge into one unstoppable state. Your consciousness and your intended reality have been those two singers, and you are about to land the note. In the next hour, I will reveal the scientific and energetic evidence that your work is already complete. You will learn how to identify the deeply counterintuitive indicators that your breakthrough is not only near, but unavoidable. And most importantly, you will receive the final protocol to allow, not chase, its physical manifestation. We will dissolve the illusion of the last struggle and replace it with the certainty of the last surrender. The science of resonance is exact. When any system, a crystal, a violin string, or your own bioenergetic field, receives enough steady input, it reaches saturation. It can't take in more. At that threshold, it must begin emitting a stronger, stabilized frequency. Every meditation, every affirmation, every aligned choice you made toward your future self, every moment you clung to faith when logic urged you quit, that was you feeding the system. You were charging it. If you feel this video reached you at the right moment, press like now. It's your first act of recognizing the alignment. And I know you've arrived at that point. I know because I recognize the feeling, the sharp frustration, the spiritual tiredness. I know the sensation of being so close, you can almost taste the air of that new timeline. You can feel the warmth of that new day on your skin, yet your surroundings still mirror the same four walls. The frustration is a strange, isolating ache, isn't it? It's the fatigue of the morning check, that instant after waking, before your mind fully returns, when you hold your breath and scan your reality, hoping, begging that today is the day it finally shifted, only to feel that familiar heavy drop in your stomach. It's a flicker of doubt after a powerful meditation. You feel connected, strong, aligned. Then you open an email or see a bill, and the beautiful vibration you built dissolves like mist, leaving you feeling silly or naive. And perhaps the hardest part is watching others receive what you've been working toward with ease. It isn't just envy. It's a deep cosmic confusion. You think, I've done the work. I've followed every principle. Why them and not me? You start questioning everything, your methods, your worthiness, your sanity. But that feeling is not proof of failure. Read that again. That feeling is not a sign you failed. It is the primary symptom of imminent alignment. IT is a tightness in the string just before it releases the flawless note. It is the pressure inside the earth moments before a diamond is born. The deep exhaustion you feel isn't because your efforts failed. It's because they succeeded. You have poured so much energy into this path that you are quite literally full. Let's return to the central metaphor for this journey. Envision that at the center of your being lies a flawless, transparent crystal. For years, maybe for your whole lifetime, your consciousness has been charging this crystal. Every intention was a beam of light aimed at its core. Every moment you chose love instead of fear was a wave of energy that made a hum. Every tear shed in your darkest nights was not wasted. It was a sacred liquid that rinsed the crystal, polishing its surfaces. Every book you explored, every video you absorbed, every challenging inner excavation you walked through, all of it was energy being taken and held and woven into the crystalline matrix of your being. For a long time, this process was unseen. You were feeding energy into something that seemed to show no outward shift, but internally, beyond your physical senses, a powerful condensation was occurring. The crystal was thickening. It has now arrived at its saturation point. It cannot contain any more of your past effort. It cannot take in one additional drop of intention. It is now so densely packed with the light of your becoming that it has reached critical mass. It must now begin to emit. It must now begin to shine. It must now project its new stable and potent frequency with such intensity that the physical world around it has no option but to reorganize itself around its updated song. By the time you finish this video, you will understand this not as a comforting idea, but as an energetic and physical certainty. You will shift from the restless state of waiting into the calm state of witnessing. The seeker identity will dissolve because what you sought has already been found. The builder identity will fade because the structure is already finished. You will step fully into the receiver. You will leave this experience with an unshakable, marrow-deep confidence that your new reality is not approaching. It already exists energetically. Your only remaining task is to let its outline solidify into form. That crystal within you, the one you have been charging for years, is not an endless container. It has boundaries. Every energetic system in existence, from a star gathering hydrogen to a battery storing charge, reaches a saturation point, a critical threshold that forces its very nature to transform. Your spiritual and energetic system is no different. All the work you've done, every meditation, every journal page, every hard conversation, every moment you chose a higher thought, every tear released, was never about chipping away at resistance. It was about filling a vessel. It was about charging a system to its maximum capacity. You were never trying to earn your new reality. You were preparing the energetic potential required for a phase shift. Think of water. This is the most essential scientific analogy you need to grasp right now. If you place a beaker of water at room temperature, it is simply water. You can heat it, and for a long stretch, nothing seems to change. The temperature rises from 20 degrees Celsius to 30, to 50, to 80. The water is absorbing massive amount of energy, yet its appearance stays identical. It remains water. This phase is a spiritual path you know intimately. It is the prolonged dark night of the soul. It is the years of committed practice where you pour your life force, your attention, your faith into the process. But the reflection looks unchanged. The bank balance looks the same. The relationships feel unmoved. This is the moment where most give up, convinced the heat is doing nothing. They don't understand the mechanics of transformation. They don't see that the energy isn't disappearing. It is being stored, accumulated, building toward a non-negotiable threshold. Then the water reaches 99 degrees. This is the most uncomfortable point. It trembles. It simmers. Small bubbles of the new form show up, but collapse back into the old. It's unstable, unpredictable, and deeply aggravating. At 99 degrees, the water is neither calm liquid nor liberated vapor. It is suspended between realities. This is exactly where you are. This is why this video reached you. You are at 99 degrees. You can feel the heat. You can sense the momentum. You are trembling with a reality that hasn't yet taken form, and it is draining. The final degree is not achieved by adding more heat. The heating is complete. The last degree is simply the tipping point where natural laws take command. At 100 degrees Celsius, the water has no option. It cannot remain liquid. It has taken in the maximum energy possible in its current form. It must shift. It undergoes a phase transition into vapor, a new form with new properties, governed by new rules, existing in a higher energetic expression. The transformation is not a reward. It is an outcome, and it is physics. This saturation point, this readiness, this condition of being at 99 degrees and poised for inevitable shift is what we call the final frequency lock. This is not a mindset. It is not an emotion you must maintain or a vibration you must strain to hold. The final frequency lock is a state of irreversible energetic coherence. It is a certainty encoded into the quantum field. Your energy signature has reached such density, such a critical level of alignment with your intended reality that the two have phase synced. They have become one broadcast. And this lock expresses three defining qualities. First, It is defined by inevitability. Once the lock activates, your manifestation is no longer a possibility. It is a physical certainty. Just as an object release must fall, the outcome is already encoded in the physics of your new energetic state. The universe is no longer weighing probabilities. It is simply organizing the logistics of arrival. Second, it is marked by stability. This is not a delicate, temporary condition you might slip out of. The enormous energy you invested to reach this point creates a powerful gravitational pull. The final frequency lock becomes your new energetic center. It is now harder to return to your old frequency than it is to remain in this new one. It has become your natural baseline. And third, it is marked by effortlessness. The lock itself performs the work. The strong, coherent signal it emits is what reshapes reality around you. Your role is no longer to generate the frequency. Your only role is to stop injecting static that distorts the broadcast. You have spent years constructing a towering transmitter. Now your task is simply to let it send its signal without twisting the knobs. This is exactly why the methods that brought you to 99 degrees will fail you now. In fact, they become deeply counterproductive. Trying to use old strategies here is like attempting to shove a river. More effort now only creates resistance. Let's examine the three main ways we interfere with the signal. The first is forcing. You try to add more energy, more affirmations, stronger visualization, believing one last push will carry you over. But the water is already at 100 degrees. Forcing additional heat doesn't make it more boiled. It only creates violent turbulence. It disrupts the smooth, natural phase shift into steam. Energetically, forcing injects frantic, desperate frequencies into a system that has finally found coherence, slowing the manifestation you're waiting for. The second, and often most damaging, is compulsive checking. You look for the manifestation in the physical world. You check your email, your balance, your reflection, asking, is it here yet? Each time you check with the mindset and emotions of your old reality, you perform a quantum measurement. You collapse the infinite wave of possibility back into the single particle of what currently exists. You use the immense power of your attention to reaffirm absence, not presence. The universe is trying to hand you the new reality, but your fixation on the old one keeps locking it in place. You're holding the door shut while asking why no one is entering. The third failed approach is seeking external reassurance. You look for signs. You consult tarot, psychics, friends, hoping for confirmation that it's on the way. This introduces doubt into the field. It is like asking the freezer if the water is actually turning to ice. The request for reassurance is a declaration that you are not fully certain. It broadcasts a shaky, incoherent signal. When a final frequency lock requires total internal alignment, think back to moments when you forced an outcome with sheer effort and watched it unravel. Can you feel the contrast between the energy and the resonance we're describing now? So, if your manifestation is near, here is the simple explanation of what to do. Shift from action to allowing. This is divine alignment made clear. The old paradigm was about effort, building, striving, climbing, and charging forward. It was needed, it was noble, and its purpose has been fulfilled. You have reached the summit. The new paradigm is about receiving. It is about witnessing. It is about permitting. It is a complete reversal of strategy. Your role has moved from being the generator of energy to protector of coherence. It is no longer about adding anything. It is about avoiding anything that would disturb perfection already created. You are not pushing a boulder uphill anymore. That impossible labor is finished. You have already brought it to the peak. The new paradigm isn't about one last heroic shove. It is about exhaling, stepping aside, and watching it roll effortlessly down the other side with its own unstoppable momentum, directly into your hands. You have spent years rowing against a relentless current, your muscles aching, your spirit worn. You've now reached the estuary where river meets ocean. The new paradigm isn't about rowing harder. It's about setting down the oars, lifting the sail, and allowing the immense currents of the universe to carry you with ease to the destination that has been waiting for you all this time. This is not passivity. It is the purest form of trust. It is the highest expression of power. It is a transition from maker to master. For so long you've asked one question: What is the final thing I must do? You've searched for the missing method, the last secret, the ultimate energetic key that will unlock everything. We have been conditioned to believe that every major accomplishment requires one last heroic push, one final burst that wins the race. We see it in stories. We see it in films. The hero, exhausted but determined, gives everything in one final dramatic act that saves the day. And so you stand at the threshold of your new reality, believing you must exert one final act of will to bring it forward. This is the greatest misunderstanding in quantum creation. It is the last veil between you and all that you have built, and now we lift it. The central paradox is this. The final action required is a cessation of action itself. The alignment you've been pursuing is achieved not through exertion, but through radical surrender. The final frequency lock, that irreversible state of energetic coherence, does not activate when you apply the last ounce of force. It activates the moment you stop trying to force it. It clicks into place the instant you release control. This is not poetic imagery. It is a description of physics. As long as you are trying, you introduce the frequency of effort, of lack, into your field. You stir the water that is trying to crystallize into perfection. But the moment you stop, the moment you release the need to manage everything, the moment you trust the work you've already completed, the chaotic currents fade, and in that clear stillness your dominant saturated frequency takes command, and the lock becomes an immediate, undeniable reality. This changes everything. Let the meaning of this settle deeply within you, because this is a great liberation. First, it means that all of your previous work was not wasted. It succeeded. Every meditation, every affirmation, every difficult decision, every tear you shed, every moment you held on to faith when logic said surrender, each one was a deposit of energy into the resonant crystal of your being. You were never failing. You were accumulating force. You were gathering energetic momentum, rising toward a point of full saturation. The effort is not ahead of you. The effort is fulfilled. You have already completed what was necessary. What if the final movement isn't movement at all, but a surrender? What old tension could you release right now, knowing the task is already completed? Next, this means your chosen reality is no longer something you must draw toward yourself. It is an energetic certainty that you are now simply allowing to appear. Imagine it this way. Your prior work generated a strong energetic world, a magnetic point within the quantum field. Your future reality, already present as possibility, is now irresistibly pulled into that center. It is not a matter of if, but only of when it will cross into your physical world. You are no longer hauling it toward you through heavy resistance. You have become the gravitational center, and it is moving into your experience through the laws of physics. Additionally, this means any moment of doubt, impatience, or worry is not evidence of failure. It is merely the fading static of an outdated frequency dissolving. It is the last faint echo of a timeline no longer fueled by your energy. When a massive vessel shifts direction, the wake of its former route still trails for a moment. That disturbance is not proof the ship is off course. It is confirmation that a significant turn has taken place. So when you feel that trace of old fear, do not trust it. See it for what it actually is. The shadow of a reality you no longer occupy. And because of this, it means you may finally relax. The struggle has ended. The pushing has concluded. You can release the heavy burden of trying to control the universe. You are no longer the supervisor of your manifestation, stressing over every detail and every step. The universe is the expert organizer. Your role has transformed. You executed the energetic foundation, and now the quantum field is arranging the material components. Your single task is to step aside and permit the unfolding. You can exhale. You can genuinely, deeply exhale. This demands a major transformation in your way of operating. You are stepping out of the mode of forceful creation and into a state known as active receiving. This is not an act of waiting. This is not collapsing on the sofa and giving up. Passivity carries uncertainty. Active receiving is an alert, calm readiness. It is a feeling of standing on a station platform, fully aware that your train is the next to pull in. You are not sprinting down the tracks chasing it. You are not nervously checking the timetable again and again. You hold your ticket. You know your destination. You simply remain present and attentive. Prepare to step inside when the doors slide open before you. It is a state of deep trust, not in wishing, but in the physics of a process already accomplished. And this new mode arises from the most fundamental shift of all, a shift in who you understand yourself to be. Through your entire path, you believe you were someone carrying a resonant crystal, something you had to carefully energize and protect. That was never the final truth. You are not a person holding a crystal. You are the resonant crystal itself. The separation was a teaching of the journey. Now at the arrival point, you must embody this truth. You are not a wanderer scanning the horizon in search of a signal. You are the signal itself. You are the tower emitting a strong, steady, aligned frequency, and the universe is adjusting its settings to your broadcast. You are not a laborer anxiously trying to place the final stone on a house you've struggled to build. You are the inhabitant holding the key, stepping through the entrance of a home already completed for you by the architect of creation. You are not a struggler, a pursuer, or a constructor. You are a receiver. You are an observer. You are the active, embodied frequency of the reality coming into form. So, let's speak about the true indicators that your manifestation is near. They are not what you assume. This frequency alignment isn't quiet. It carries a tone, a vibration that starts to echo outward from a quantum field into your material world. The universe places hints, signals that your emerging reality is forming, that the energetic design is being stamped onto the structure of time and space. Yet these hints are almost always misread because they do not follow the rules of the old effort-based worldview. I am about to unveil the 3 deepest and most paradoxical indicators that confirm your alignment is finalized, that the ultimate frequency lock has activated. Understanding these signs will shift you from mental comprehension into a rooted, embodied certainty. You will stop searching for proof because you will recognize that it surrounds you. The first indicator is the dissolving of the old. Just before your new reality appears, you'll often witness what looks like deterioration. A job you relied on suddenly concludes. A friendship that once shaped your identity naturally drifts away. An old behavior or passion you thought defined you simply loses all charge and disappears. From the outside, it can appear as if your life is unraveling. The ego will insist you are regressing. This is a complete misreading of the energetic mechanics involved. Your final frequency lock means you are now emitting a fresh, stable, high coherence transmission by the principles of resonance. Anything in your life that does not match that new vibration cannot stay within your field. Nothing is being taken from you. It is being expelled by the force of your new frequency. The universe is not punishing you. It is clearing the path. It is gently and precisely removing the remnants of your outdated reality so it can install the structure of your new one. Picture a woman who has spent years strengthening her self-worth, intending to begin her own consulting practice, while gripping a secure corporate job that drains her spirit. She has charged her resonant crystal with the frequency of autonomy, liberation, and influence. The crystal is now fully saturated. It has reached the final frequency lock. One ordinary Monday, she enters the office and is informed that her role has been dissolved in a company-wide shift. Her mind spirals. Fear seizes her. How will I support myself? This is a catastrophe. My manifestation collapsed. But that is the old paradigm speaking. The new energetic physics shows the truth. Her elevated frequency of sovereignty could not coexist with the vibration of submission required by her former job. The mismatch became too large. Reality had to resolve the tension. And because her new frequency was locked and dominant, the old structure had to break and release. She did not lose a job. She shed confinement. And in the quiet, frightening openness that follows, the universe finally has space to deliver to clients the ideas and the resources that resonate perfectly with the strong signal she now emits. A week later, an old co-worker contacted her unexpectedly with an opportunity larger than her entire yearly income. This is not destruction. This is energetic purification. It marks profound success. The second indicator, and perhaps the most delicate, is the arrival of deep calm, often mistaken for divine boredom. You have been in the battle for so long, striving, pushing, imagining, affirming. Your spiritual path has been an intense story filled with epic highs and heavy lows. And then one morning you awaken and everything feels quiet. The urgency has faded. The desperate longing for your desire to appear softens into restful expectation. There is no more struggle. There's no anxiety. Things might even feel a bit flat, neutral, uneventful. This is not evidence that you lost connection. This is the mark that you have arrived. This is the sensation of the center of the storm. The conflict is over. The resistance has ended because the outcome is no longer uncertain. You have entered a state of such total coherence with your desire that there is no friction left, no tension to push against. The chaos was simply the gap between where you were and where you intended to be. The absence of chaos is the clearest sign that this gap has closed. You are here. Imagine a warrior who has trained a lifetime for one monumental confrontation. The days before are filled with fear, adrenaline, planning, and massive effort. The battle itself is a wild choreography of motion, and then it is won. The days that follow are still. The armor is removed. There are no more opponents. The warrior may feel a strange emptiness, a sense of what now. He may misread this profound peace as a lack of meaning, but it is the very peace he fought to achieve. It is the victory itself. This divine boredom is your nervous system finally adapting to a life without conflict, a life in which the struggle has ended. It is the quiet before the physical evidence floods into view. You have been running a long race, and you have just stepped across the finish line. You are not meant to keep sprinting. You are meant to breathe and receive your reward. This calm, this neutrality is a sensation of your desire becoming an established certainty in the quantum field. It is complete. If you are experiencing this serene knowing, this sense that the battle is concluded, I want you to ground it right now. In the comments, declare, I am aligned to anchor this truth in the physical. Let's ignite a wave of recognition for everyone here. I want to witness your declaration. The final indicator is the rise of whisper-level synchronicities. In the early phases of manifestation, we often expect dramatic, unmistakable signs, a rare animal landing beside us, a billboard with our name. But when the final frequency lock is active, the signs arrive differently, softer, closer, more personal. They are not shouts from the universe. They are delicate murmurs. You begin noticing small, repeating patterns. The same number sequences showing up on clocks, on car plates, on receipts .1111 for 144, 222. You'll hear a strange, uncommon word in a podcast, then spot it in a book, and later overhear a passerby say on the street. You'll think of someone you haven't spoken to in years, and their favorite rare song will suddenly play on the radio moments after. These are not puzzles you are meant to decode to uncover your manifestation. Do not slip into the habit of desperately hunting for hidden meaning. The meaning is the pattern itself. These are not instructions. They are confirmations. They are the universe giving you a soft, reassuring nod. It is the quantum field murmuring, I hear you. Your signal is steady. The delivery is underway. Continue forward. These subtle synchronicities are the earliest waves of your new reality beginning to brush against the shoreline of your current one. They are evidence that both realms are now blending. They are the traces of your world reconstructing itself around your newly stabilized transmission. Once your frequency locks, you become a strong organizing force within the field. Randomness begins aligning itself around your intention. Witnessing these patterns is like seeing the first light snowflakes drifting down before a soft, full snowfall. They do not reveal the exact moment the storm will arrive, but they are unmistakable evidence that the atmosphere has shifted and its arrival cannot be stopped. They are the universe saying, we are in dialogue. The connection is secure. These are not isolated coincidences. They are the reverberations of a future that already exists in the quantum field. Your task is not to grab them or push them or even fully understand them. Your task is to observe them and offer gratitude, to anchor this within you. I want to give you a simple method, a 3-part approach to reading the resonance of your emerging world. When one of these signals appears, you will know exactly how to respond. When you notice the sign, feel the feeling, and know the truth. Let's explain this. When you observe a job ending or a friendship dissolving, feel the open space it creates inside your life, and know the truth that the universe is preparing a place for what fits your alignment. When you observe the deep calm or the sense of divine stillness, Feel the relaxation in your chest and your shoulders, and know the truth that the struggle is finished and the victory already secured. When you observe a whispered synchronicity like the number 70,777 appearing 3 separate times within an hour, feel the warm spark of recognition, that quiet internal smile, and know the truth that the universe is affirming its dialogue with you. Notice, feel, know, this is not a thinking exercise. It is an embodied practice. It is a shift from hoping this is real to living with a calm, unwavering conviction that your new reality is already taking form right here, right now. You are simply learning how to interpret the language of its arrival. You grasp this logically. You've seen the proof in your own experience, the unexpected signs that reality is already restructuring itself around your frequency. Now you must stop understanding and begin embodying. It is time to feel this final frequency lock as a clear physical and energetic truth inside your own body. Let us activate the signal. I invite you to settle into a position that feels comfortable, one where your spine is upright but your body remains relaxed. Close your eyes and take one deep, intentional breath. Inhale calm and release the day. Draw your attention inward into the very center of your being. Not your mind, not your thoughts, but the quiet, spacious awareness resting in your chest. Begin by recognizing that the crystal within you is a resonant formation of pure consciousness. For years, you've been charging it. Every book you absorbed, every meditation you completed, every moment of fierce intention, every tear of overwhelm, every whispered prayer into darkness. Each was energy. None of it was wasted. It was all taken in, stored, and woven into this crystalline center of your being. I want you to feel the totality of that journey. Now sense the energetic weight of it. It may show up as warmth at your solar plexus, a soft pressure around your heart, or a grounded heaviness at the base of your spine. This is not heaviness. This is stored potential. This is power held in absolute stillness. Feel the fullness of it. Acknowledge the incredible effort you invested to bring yourself to this precise moment of critical density. You have gathered all the fuel. You have reached saturation. You are standing at 99 degrees. And now comes a final and most essential phase. The phase that requires no effort, only receiving. We will now introduce the keynote of surrender. This is not something you do, but a truth you remember. The work is complete. It has been complete for a long time. You've only been holding on to the memory of the struggle. Imagine right now that for your whole life you have carried the heaviest bag you could imagine. It holds every expectation, every attempt to control, every fear of failure, every need to know when and how. You carried it up a long, steep mountain, and now you stand at the summit, and I give you full permission to release it. Feel that sensation, not with your mind. Feel it with your body. Feel the straps slipping off your shoulders. Feel the immediate easing in your neck, your upper back, a wave of deep relief. Let your shoulders relax. Unclench your jaw. Allow your breath to expand naturally. This feeling, this deep, quiet, profound exhale, is a keynote. It is the frequency of completion. Its resonance is it is finished. Nothing remains for you to accomplish. No missing piece to locate. No final obstacle to climb. You can finally allow yourself to rest. The universe is now arranging the details. All that is needed from you is a state of peaceful knowing and effortless allowance. Breathe into that surrender. Let it move through all of you. Let it calm the parts of you that have been striving endlessly. The part that looks for signs. The part that worries it isn't working. The part that compares your timing to others. Comfort all of them with this keynote of release. It is done. It is done. It is done. And now something extraordinary begins. As you hold this pure tone of surrender, release, and trust, it starts to merge with the saturated crystal of your being. The keynote meets the charge. You may sense a shift, a subtle click, a quiet feeling of everything aligning, not with force, but with silent, graceful precision. This is a lock, a wave of coherence, ease, and profound rightness moving through your entire system. The static of the old struggle has dissolved. In its place, a clear, steady, powerful hum. The crystal has begun to resonate. It is now transmitting. Feel that hum in your chest, a gentle vibration of pure, locked-in potential. This is the frequency of your new reality alive within you. This is who you are. As you sense this new resonance stabilizing, becoming your natural state, and as you slowly return to this moment, what single word best captures the vibration of your new reality? Abundance, love, peace, freedom, certainty. Choose your word. Hold it. It is your energetic signature. And now the final dissolution. You have felt the crystal. You have introduced the keynote. You have sensed the lock. But there is one last truth to embody. You are not a physical body containing this transmission. You are the transmission itself. Let the separation fade. Feel the boundary between your skin and the surrounding air begin to soften. Feel this clear, resonant frequency, your frequency, expanding outward in every direction. You are not sending out a signal. You are the signal. You are not drawing your new reality to you. You are the energetic blueprint of this reality, radiating outward and guiding the quantum field to align itself with you. Sense yourself as a broadcasting tower of your new world. Strong, steady, inevitable, projecting your truth into the field effortlessly, without agenda, simply by existing as who you have become. This is your final frequency lock. Stay here for a moment. Feel its power, its clarity, its calm. And now, gently bring your awareness back to your physical form. Feel the support beneath you, the air brushing your skin. When you are ready, slowly open your eyes, but remain connected to this broadcast. This resonance is not temporary, not a fleeting state achieved in meditation. It is now your default. It is who you are. You have engaged the final frequency lock. You are now an aligned operator. This is your new identity. This is your new role. And this role is remarkably simple. Your only responsibility is to not disrupt the signal you are transmitting. The universe handles the logistics, the timing, the how and the when. Your job is to maintain signal clarity. You do not need more struggle, more methods, or more effort. What you need is a new set of operating principles rooted in elegance, not exertion. Here are 3 practical, powerful tools to keep your broadcast pure, stable, and uninterrupted. Now that you know your manifestation is close, here's what to do. The first tool is the 24-hour reality embargo. For the next 24 hours, beginning the moment this video ends, place a gentle but firm pause on observing any evidence that contradicts your newly locked-in frequency of ease. This is not denial. It is a precise application of quantum law. The observer effect states that where you place your attention, you place your energy, and that energy is a creative force that sustains reality. By consciously withdraw your focus from the old story, you starve the energy it needs to persist. You disconnect the old reality from its power source, because that power was always coming from you. And here's how you do it. For the next 24 hours, whenever a fragment of the old world appears, an unexpected bill, a harsh comment, a sense of lack in your body, a familiar anxious loop, you will not resist it. You won't explain it, fix it, or fight it. You will simply notice it without judgment and then softly withdraw your attention. You turn your focus back to the broadcast you activated just moments ago, the steady hum, the coherence, the inner calm. Let the outdated data drift by like a passing cloud while you keep your eyes on the sun. This is the highest form of energetic hygiene. Most people sabotage this practice by battling their old reality. They try to push it away, to wrestle with their circumstances, to declare war on what they don't want. This is a fatal mistake. Resistance is still attention, and attention is creation. To fight something is to energize it. You do not banish the old reality. You simply make it irrelevant. This is not resistance. It is elegant indifference. Through this shift in attention, you signal to the universe that the old data no longer applies to the identity you are now running. For 24 hours, you become the curator of your own perception, allowing only what aligns with your new broadcast to receive your creative energy. Now, the second tool, the thank you protocol for first contact. As you maintain this new frequency, the universe will begin sending you early indicators, little probes, quiet confirmations, the first drops of rain before the storm. This is first contact. It could be a small amount of money you didn't expect. A conversation where someone unknowingly hands you the solution you've been looking for. A sudden wave of peace that has no logical cause. These are the first physical artifacts of your new timeline entering your field. and your response to them determines how quickly the larger manifestations arrive. The protocol is beautifully simple. When you notice one of these signals, no matter how tiny, your only response is thank you. A clear, sincere, unfiltered thank you. You don't analyze it. You don't question it. You don't dissect its meaning. You don't immediately go searching for more. You just receive with clean, uncomplicated gratitude. This gratitude is a transmission. It tells a quantum field. Signal received. Delivery confirmed. The channel is open. I'm ready for more. And now ask yourself, what is the very first old story you will stop repeating today to honor the frequency lock you just activated? Because the most common pitfall is letting the mind contaminate the moment. The mind wants to pick everything apart. Is this the sign? Is the big manifestation next? It's too small. Maybe it doesn't mean anything. That mental analysis instantly reintroduces the frequencies of scarcity, doubt, and impatience. It collapses a vast, open field of possibility into one tiny, unsatisfying outcome. The thank you protocol completely bypasses the analytical mind. It is a transaction of the heart, a clean frequency of acceptance that keeps the channel wide open, confirming to the universe that the delivery was received and the route remains open. Just thank you. Nothing more. The third and final tool is for navigating quantum echoes. As your former reality unravels, it won't disappear quietly. It will send out ripples like the aftershocks trailing an earthquake. You may suddenly feel an old fear surge through you. A self-sabotaging impulse might reappear. A doubt you thought you buried may roar for attention. It's crucial that you understand what these are. They are not signs of regression. They don't mean your frequency collapsed. These are quantum echoes, the last powerless residues of a timeline that has already been shut down. They are the ghosts of an old system, a memory imprint with no true ability to manifest anything new. The science behind this is simple. The old neural loops and energetic structures are dissolving, releasing their stored charge as they collapse. This tool allows you to witness those releases without stepping back into them. The protocol is calm, detached recognition. When an echo appears, you do not spiral. You don't merge with it. You take a breath and name it for what it is. An echo, a shadow. Then with the steady authority of an aligned operator, you say internally, I see you, and you are no longer my reality. You acknowledge it without granting it power. You are the mountain. It is only passing weather. You watch it drift through without moving you. A critical mistake is misinterpreting the echo as a real-time reflection of your current vibration. This is the old programming's final attempt to drag you back into its loop. The moment you believe the echo, you feed it energy and begin rebuilding the timeline you just dismantled. But when you recognize it as nothing but a fading resonance, not yours anymore, you neutralize it instantly. You let it flow through and disperse. In doing so, you help it complete its final exit from your field. These three tools, the embargo, the thank you protocol, and the navigation of echoes, form your new operational blueprint. But this isn't meant to be another assignment. This is not a fresh list of tasks. The shift now is from doing to being. Your daily practice is no longer about adding. It is about remembering. Each morning, before anything else, before the phone, before the world, take just 60 seconds. Close your eyes. Don't force a feeling. Don't try to visualize. Simply remember. Remember the sensation of your broadcast. Remember the coherence you activated in your meditation. Remember the quiet vibration of your saturated, resonant crystal. Just remember who you are now. Hold that resonance for 60 seconds. That's it. You're not igniting a fire. You're tending one already burning. You're tuning your instrument for the day ahead. This small act of remembrance is the most potent creative act available to you because it aligns your entire being with what is already completed. You arrived here feeling close, yet unsure. You arrived carrying the residue of countless efforts, the weight of repeated hopes, and the quiet ache of a dream forever just out of reach. Now you understand the mechanics of your own alignment. You have felt the truth of it echo through your cells. You have received the tools, not to build your new reality, but to honor that it is already formed. You have achieved the final frequency lock. Welcome. Welcome to the state of being you've worked so long to inhabit. Take a breath. Feel how grounded it is. This isn't a temporary emotion. It is a new energetic framework, your new home. But this personal alignment, this sacred return to yourself, marks the end of one journey and the opening of a far larger one. What happens when your coherent, powerful broadcast, the signal you're now radiating effortlessly, begins interacting with the world? What happens when the crystal within you, now humming with a stable, potent frequency, is no longer isolated? It doesn't merely attract your desired reality. It affects the entire field. Imagine every person who has reached a state of coherence as a perfectly tuned crystal, each radiating a clean beam of light. Once, these crystals were scattered, their light bright but solitary. But now, something is changing. The crystals are beginning to recognize one another. Their tones are starting to blend, forming a field of light, a planetary crystalline network of coherent awareness. Your lock-in wasn't just personal. It was a node lighting up on this global grid. Your signal of peace, abundance, love, and wholeness is now feeding a collective symphony. You are no longer simply calling your own reality into being. You are anchoring a new potential for the entire world. This is the next horizon. This is the sacred responsibility and effortless joy that comes with mastery. Your inner transformation has become outer service, without you needing to do anything except remain who you have now become. But how does one move through a world like this? How do you operate when reality itself becomes responsive, fluid, and shaped by your internal clarity? When your stabilized frequency interacts with the quantum field, the universe begins speaking to you directly. It replies in a language made of physics itself, encoded into space, time, and circumstance. That language is synchronicity. These moments, the call from the right person, the book that falls open at the perfect page, the repeating numbers appearing the instant a deep thought crosses your mind, are not random. They are not charming coincidences. They are data. They are tangible evidence that reality is actively reorganizing itself around your new broadcast. They are the universe confirming your trajectory, signposts placed by a future version of you who has already arrived. Understanding this language is a key to effortless navigation. It is the difference between stumbling through a dark room searching for the door and walking through a room where the path lights up before each step you take. These synchronicities are not puzzles to decode. They are not messages to obsess over. They are acknowledgments. They are the universe whispering, "Yes, continue. You are aligned. I'm rearranging the pathways for you." Learning to live inside this dialogue is the highest art of co-creation, which is why the next video in your journey is titled Synchronicity Explained: How Reality Rearranges Itself Around Your New Frequency. It is the essential operating guide for the state you have now activated. Subscribe and turn on notifications, because your alignment is not a conclusion. It is your initiation. Once you learn how reality communicates, we will go even deeper. We will explore quantum entanglement explained, why your healing instantly impacts others. We will examine the undeniable physics behind the ripple effect your frequency lock generates. Ripples that heal, elevate, and transform those around you, even across vast distances. Your journey is no longer solitary. It has become a beacon. You came to this video as one person. Someone standing at the edge of a breakthrough. Someone tired from the final stretch. Perhaps even quietly afraid that all your effort had been wasted. Honor that memory. It was the pressure that transformed coal into diamond. But you are leaving as something entirely different. You leave as a radiant broadcasting tower of a new reality. A coherent, self-sustaining, resonant being whose only task is to be. Go forward not with hope, but with certainty. Go forward not as a seeker, but as a witness. Witness the magnificent unfolding that you have already set in motion. Your alignment is complete.